And I am thanking the Hunab, the one and only giver of movement and measure, the great central sun and black hole at the epicenter of the omniverse, the maker and modeler of all things physical and all things non-physical, heart of earth, heart of sky, heart of humanity, Hunab. I'm here to do your work and to share your teachings, and I thank you for your continued energetic support. Greetings, dear soul. It is I, Crispy, and I am another you. You are another me. We are one God-sciousness. And today, I'm here to bring you Mayan elements, where we will go through all of the elements of the Mayan calendar, which include exactly two things: the tonal and the nagual. The tonal can be seen like this: a 13-day repeating pyramid, if you will. I had the vision to include the chakras thusly, and the nagual are 20, the outer ring of glyphs here. Those two things combine over and over again to create the tzolk'in, which means count of days, which is 260 of days. That's every combination. 13 tonal, 20 nagual. It's actually very simple and very complex at the same time. One of the things I love about the Mayan calendar is that it is not astrology at all. This is what it is: tones and glyphs. Tonal, tones, glyphs, nagual. It has nothing to do with the stars or the planets or anything, and it's everything to do with your DNA. And the precession of the equinoxes. It's cosmic and galactic and Pleiadian. Haha! So what I'm going to do in this video series is introduce to you all of the exemplars who are, starting today, tone 1. That's I call it the mini Big Bang, because what this actually represents is time itself. So this is like the beginning of time, and it pushes everything up to here, the 7th day, as it were, and the pause and the reflection. So this could be the Big Bang and the pause, and this could represent the big shrink in a way. And tone 1 is called initiating, and it's very powerful. It has enough energy to push everything up to the top of the pyramid. So let's get started with my PowerPoint presentation, which will help you understand a lot more deeply. So here we go. Again, the Mayan calendar can be seen as circular, or rather spiral, and this pulse wave of 13 days and the grid of 260 days. Now here's everything you need to know about initiating the first tonal. The key code words: setting intentions, starting, leading, invoke, anchoring, divine creator, self-love, one heart, unity within diversity, teacher, unconditional trust, and conception. The ego dramas of every person born on a initiating day are likely to be selfish, rage, and incompletion. And again, here are the glyph names. I'm not going to read them for you, but you can screenshot this if you like. And here's the order of the glyphs in the top line, as you will see them going down from the top left corner to the bottom, and then the line beneath that is the order of these pulse waves. So here we go with the very first day of the Tzolk'in, which is called Initiating Sunrise, according to Mayan embodiment translations. There's a lot of power with these people. Now here's the next initiating glyph, Keen 14, Kahil Gibran, Antonio Banderas. So they share the elements of Tone 1 and the Jaguar Shaman. All of the white glyphs are spiritual in nature. The next time that initiating rolls around is initiating deer with one exemplar, Immanuel Kant. The next time initiating rolls around is the solar chief, which, as you can see, has a very playful and powerful energy. 13 days later is initiating corn. Now I want you to think about these two gentle men and the power that they have. See where they line up together. I've given you a few high vibration code phrases here that might help. Now the next time, 13 days later, Keen 66. My friend Isha, and another polymath, Nassim Haramein, and a poly everything, Carolyn Mace. 13 days later, emotion. All of the blue glyphs are primarily rooted in their emotional body. If you do not know about the Course in Miracles and Helen Schuckman, I am telling you right now, she had a very similar energy to Princess Diana. 13 days later, initiating traveler, fascinating combination of two people. 13 days later, Keen 105, Oscar Wilde, and wasn't he ever wild? And the serpent carries all of the chakras and therefore Kundalini energy with it. 13 days later. This is such an interesting pair to compare for their energetic imprints. I'm going to let you think about that yourself. 13 days later. Helen Keller. Very few people had her power. The blue glyphs again, emotional, but the monkey is the most creative of them all. 13 days later. This is such an interesting trio of people. Initiating seeds. 13 days later. Another fascinating trio. Somehow those two gentlemen make me see Dolly Parton in a new light, because she is definitely a holy hologram of them. 13 days later, 6 people with the same Mayan birthday. Think about it. Think about it. 13 days later, 4 very powerful and dreamy ladies. 13 days later, a fascinating pair. 13 days later, very interesting trio. If you don't know Gary Renard, you also don't know that much about A Course in Miracles. So look him up. It's worth it. 13 days later, somehow adds energy and information about them both to know they are both initiating breath. 13 days later, the incredible fact that Carlos Berrios and his daughter, Denise Berrios, both Akin. And Gwen. This one is fascinating for the last of the 20 initiating Kin. Think about it. Fascinating. Now, to finish off with our information about Tone 1, we need to understand that every single person who is Tone 1 has this pattern for their other tones, which influence us all. And going in order of ascending, we start with the past wisdom guide of Tone 6, balancing, tapping into the third eye chakra. Moving across the heart chakra, we come to the divine feminine guide, Tone 7, reflecting the crown chakra. Back across the left arm to the right, the divine masculine guide, Tone 8, harmonizing also the third eye chakra. And the future vision guide of all people born on Tone 1 is Tone 9, patient, the throat chakra. So, I know this was a brief glimpse, but if you have any questions, just ask, and I will do my very best to answer you. In Lak'esh Alakin, Namaste.